This is another video before the Distributed Systems lecture series starts. I'm Thomas Boczek, professor at the Eastern Switzerland University of Applied Sciences, and this video is about web engineering and a bookmark manager I built. Since I have a couple of machines that I synchronize with Nextcloud, I wanted something simple to synchronize my browser bookmarks, and with Nextcloud I can access it via WebDAV, so no additional server is required as it would be, for example, with Firefox sync server. There is another option. There is Flocus, which is also a browser extension and connects to a variety of services, including a Nextcloud bookmark service. But since I have WebDAV, I don't want to enable this on my Nextcloud server, which would be painful when changing, for example, to OpenCloud. And I expected the plugin tailored to my needs to be in the range of 500 lines of code. So in August 24, I tested web engineering doing a two-way sync. The result was 600 lines of code. It's basic but working. And fast forward to now, this comment here sparked my interest and my motivation to test current Gen AI and implement a proper three-way sync, this one here. I quickly checked Flocus, but they had limited options for merging. The difference of two-way and three-way. The two-way sync compares current local versus remote state, and the three-way sync keeps a baseline from your last sync, letting you distinguish did the machine A add this or did the machine B delete it. So I enabled Claude Code with Opus 4.5 instead and started to plan first. Then I let Claude implement it, and I expected to have this feature in a couple of hours, but for every request, Claude added code. Oh, let me write an exception here. For that request, I need to add some code here. And it kept repeating for every prompt as the merging was causing issues where it should not. And after more than a half of a day, I had pure AI slop, so I had to start from scratch. And this time I started with a table of merge cases. We ended up with 30 cases that needed to work. And based on this, I ditched the current code and Claude implemented the first version with, of course, failing test cases. And I could stop Claude before it tried to fix the failing test cases. So we went over each case separately, analyzed what was wrong and did a proper fix, not just adding code here and there. So in the end, what I expected to be done in a couple of hours took me a full day because I had to restart. So let me quickly show you how it works. So this is the Bookmark plugin page, the add-ons page. You can here click on add to Firefox and here it will be added. You can then go to the settings, load the configuration files and start the initial sync. So this is connected now to my WebDAV and I can sync it because it's already synced. It just says that it's synced at this time. And what I can do now is I can add here a folder. Let me add a folder test 1, 2, 3. And it will detect that and say, okay, it wants to insert this bookmark, which is fine. I can also here add another one, add bookmark A and add a BB. So I can sync it or just continue with adding here another one. I can now here add bookmark BB and then it will update this page and say, okay, now sync from local to cloud, proceed. And now I have a second machine, so I have this laptop here and I can sync it, and now I have the bookmark also here And what I can do now is to show the merge conflict. I can here add C. So add bookmark CC, save. It will also now ask me to synchronize. So I say, yes, proceed. And what we can do now here is that we delete the folder. So on the server, we have now ABC, and I delete the folder which I have with AB. And what it then does is it tries to figure out how to merge it, and it sees, hey, there's a C that's new, and I actually wanted to delete B and C, A and B, so I can proceed, and the result is I now have the C which I inserted on my other machine. So this is the merging that is implemented here. Now, the lessons that I learned, I wrote it also here in this text, in this markdown. The lessons learned for me was that don't let AI run autonomously on complex debugging. It will chase symptoms and add AI slop. Context limit matters. Any instruction you give will be lost after 3 prompts. Use agents.markdown or similar for the most important ones. Check that the plan is actually implemented. Don't assume. Claude forgot to implement to associate delete insert. That only changes a position with an update. And Claude wanted then as a fix to bake this into the sync algorithm itself, which brings me to the last point: guide the architectural decisions. Associating these updates, for example, is now done in the UI only, not in the sync algorithm itself, as suggested by Claude Code. That's it. I learned a lot about Claude Code. I also tried Open Code with my local large language models, but I want to try the best of the best. So currently this is Opus 4.5, according to some. So I wanted to test how well it works. And my overall conclusion, you need to understand what you're doing, you need to guide it, and especially the architectural decisions. This is something that these LLMs are not good at.